and welcome to this full body vinyasa flow with me. My name's Jess, and today I'm going to be taking you through a powerful vinyasa yoga class designed to challenge your strength, your flexibility and your balance for a nice well-rounded flow that's going to work your full body and is going to leave you feeling rejuvenated and energized. So we're going to be starting in child's pose for this practice. So when you're ready, come down to your mat and I will see you there. Okie dokie, so coming down into child's pose, two options in your child's pose today. You can keep your knees nice and wide with your big toes to touch, or you can keep your knees narrow and squeeze your legs together and then just fold your body forwards. So find the child's pose that feels right for you today. If you need any additional props, like a block underneath your hips perhaps, or a blanket under your forehead, go ahead and do that now. And when you get into your child's pose, of course, close your eyes and slowly start to deepen your breath. Taking this opportunity to land here on the mat, leaving everything else behind just for this practice, just for a moment, opportunity to surrender to the present moment. Take a minute to check in with yourself. How do you feel today? How does your body feel today? Take a quick full body scan. Take a minute to notice anything. Maybe you're feeling sore in a particular area or tight. Continuing to deepen your breath. Spread your fingertips nice and wide and press them into the mat. Let's just take one more breath in together. Big, deep inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, lift your forehead. Walk your hands off the mat to the right hand side. Keep your hips grounded. Inhale. Exhale, forehead comes down. Nice side body stretch down the left. Inhale to lift. Walk your hands all the way through center over to the left. Inhale to lift and lengthen. And exhale, drop your forehead down. Side body stretch down the right. Inhale, when you're ready, we come back through to center. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. We're going to head into our downward facing dog. So curl your toes under and lift your hips up and back. Take your time. First downward dog of the practice. A few more to come, so make it a good one. Pressing one heel down and then the other. Maybe sway your hips from side to side. Just take a minute to iron out the creases. Relax the back of your neck. And coming back to your breath. Just take a few more moments here just to wake yourself up, pedaling your hips, pedaling your heels, one down and then the other. Continuing to deepen your breath. On your next inhale, we're going to bend our knees, take our gaze towards our hands, and we're going to step to the top of the mat. Take your time. Find your forward fold at the top of the mat. feet hip width apart. Bend your knees, drape your torso all the way down. Think heavy. Clasp opposite hand with opposite elbow. Option to sway gently from side to side here in your forward fold. On your next exhale, release your hands down to the mat. We're going to bend our knees even more as we roll up to standing, taking your time, slowly, slowly, into your mountain pose. Draw your shoulder blades together, drop your shoulders. Mountain pose. On your next inhale, we're going to reach our fingertips all the way up to the sky. Extended mountain pose. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, all the way back down. Inhale, we find our halfway lift. So lift your torso halfway. Press your hands into your shins. Draw your shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Exhale, forward fold. From here, put both hands down onto the mat and step back to your plank pose. Coming into plank pose. Big breath in as you pull the pit of your belly in and up. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, lifting up, cobra. Exhale, forehead comes down to the mat. Heading back into our downward facing dog. However you get there is up to you. Lifting the hips up and back to our downward facing dog. Nice. So we're going to do a couple more rounds of sun salutations just to warm ourselves up. So when you're ready, bend your knees, look toward your hands and step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Take a breath here. Relax the back of the neck. When you're ready, bend your knees. We roll all the way back up to standing, mountain pose, all the way back up. Keep the momentum going as we reach our fingertips all the way up to extended mountain pose. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, all the way back down. Fingertips to the mat. Inhale, we lift up halfway lift. Exhale, put your hands down onto the mat and step back, plank pose. Coming into your plank pose, big breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, forehead to the mat. When you're ready, on your next inhale, we head back to downward facing dog. Back to our downward facing dog. This last sun salutation, we're going to move a little bit faster. So we're going to be moving with our breath. So when you're ready, big inhale, bend your knees, look towards your hands. Exhale, step towards the top of the mat, forward fold. From here, big inhale, we rise all the way up, extended mountain pose, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, forward fold, all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, press your hands into your shins. Exhale, chaturanga, step your feet back, high plank, inhale. Exhale, lower down, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. Everybody to their downward facing dog. Take a moment here, take a breath. Nice. Everybody, from here we're going to bend our knees, look towards our hands and step to the top of the mat. Bend your knees, drop your hips, reach your hands forward. Chair pose, drop your hips all the way down, leaning into your heels. So careful you're not leaning too far forward. Send your weight back into your heels, drop your hips, reach your fingertips forward. Everybody take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, release. Nice. On your next inhale, extended mountain pose, we reach all the way up. Exhale, right foot steps back, find your warrior one on the right side. So right foot steps back, left foot is forward, warrior one. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, chaturanga, step your left foot back, plank pose. Inhale, exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra, lift your chest. Exhale, we head back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Nice. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, open your mouth wide. Sigh it out. Bend your knees, look towards your hands and step to the top of the mat. Drop your hips, reach your hands forward, chair pose. Back in our chair pose, everybody. Breathe in. Exhale, drop your hips lower. Remember to send your weight back into your heels. You should be able to lift your toes off the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, left foot steps back this time. Find your warrior one. Inhale to reach your fingertips all the way up. Take your gaze up. Bend into that right knee. Exhale, chaturanga. Hands come back down to the mat. Step your right foot back. High plank. Everybody take a big breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Let's head back into our downward facing dog when you're ready. Downward facing dog. Nice. Everyone take a big breath in. And exhale, open your mouth wide. Nice. Let's do one more. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Sigh it out. On your next inhale, press your left heel into the earth and lift your right foot. Right foot lifts. Three-legged dog on the right side. Big breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee and squeeze it in towards your chest. And then we step it forward. Crescent lunge. Lift your hands all the way up into your high lunge. Inhale to lift. Take your gaze up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Nice. Take a minute to find your center here. We're going to go into our high lunge twist. So left elbow is going to come to the outside of your right knee. So lean your torso forward very slightly, keeping your hands at heart center. You're going to hook your left elbow around your right knee. Find your twist. Press your hands together to really find a nice opening round to the right hand side here. Option to take your gaze up towards the sky. Option to drop your back knee down if needed. Everybody breathe in and exhale. Press into all four corners of your right foot for stability as you take one last breath in here. As you exhale, we're going to unravel and find our warrior two. So unraveling, pivot on the back foot, find your warrior two. Keep a generous bend in that right knee. As you drop your shoulders and extend both hands out side to side, spread your fingertips wide, drop your hips down. Back foot is in line with the back of the mat. Right toes are facing towards the front of the mat. You want your shoulders to be stacked over your hips. So just take a moment to find your center and drop your hips down. Generous bend in that right knee. Inhale deeply. Exhale, relax your shoulders down. Left hand comes to the back of your left thigh. Reach your right hand all the way up and back for a reverse warrior. Keep a generous bend in that right knee. Nice big breath in. Option to take your gaze up. Exhale. Let's hold here for a breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale. From here, we're going to release our right hand down. We're going to turn to face the front of the mat. So pivot on the back foot, almost like we're going back into our lunge. We're going to bend the back knee and we're going to lift off into our airplane warrior three. So take a moment to find your balance, find your drishti. Left leg lifts off the earth. Reach your fingertips back for those airplane arms. Right foot is our standing foot here. Flex your left toes down towards the earth. Warrior three. Everybody take a nice deep breath in, squeeze your shoulder blades together, draw your shoulders away from your ears, reach your fingertips towards the back of the mat, spread them super wide. Inhale, exhale. Let's hold for one more breath. Press all 5 toes of your right foot into the mat for stability. Inhale, can you lift your left heel slightly higher? Exhale, we're going to lift our torso all the way up. Keep your left foot lifted. We're going to come to standing. Bring that left knee all the way in and squeeze it in towards your chest. Standing leg raise. So right foot is still our standing foot. Catch your left knee with your hands. Inhale. Exhale, keep your right hand holding onto your left knee as we revolve to the left-hand side. Reach your left hand all the way towards the back of the mat. Take a moment to find your balance, find your drishti. Big breath in. Exhale. Release, take a moment. Find stillness. It was quite a challenging transition, so well done. Inhale. Exhale. Release your foot down to meet the right. Chair pose, drop your hips. We are not done. Reach your fingertips forward, chair pose. Inhale deeply and exhale. Reach your heels. Reach into your hip. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today. Reach your heels back, leaning into your heels. Reach your fingertips forward. Inhale and exhale. We hold for one more breath. Big breath in. Exhale. Left foot steps all the way back. We're dropping into Skandasana. So Skandasana towards the back of the mat. So we're facing the back of the mat this time. Right foot is forward, left foot is back. Skandasana. Inhale. Exhale. Take your fingertips down to the mat and reach them forward. Find a very slight fold here. Option to drop the crown of the head. Inhale. And exhale. Walk your hands all the way back up. Take one last breath in. Exhale, we're going to roll over our right heel, coming back into our lunge. So we're going to bend our right knee, coming back to our lunge. Left hand plants, find our twist. Right hand reaches all the way up. Inhale to reach. Exhale. Spread your fingertips nice and wide here as you take your gaze up. Nice. Inhale for one last breath. As we exhale, we're going to step back, plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale deeply here. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to our downward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take a moment to take some breaths here. This power flow. You should feel the energy running through you now. Take a moment to check in with yourself. When you're ready, on your next breath in, we're going to drop our right heel down, lift our left, three-legged dog on the left side. Inhale to lift that heel. Exhale, we're going to bend our left knee and squeeze it in towards our chest. And step it forward, finding our high lunge on the left-hand side this time. Reach your fingertips forward and up. Inhale to lift, take your gaze up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Everybody take a moment to find their center. We're going to go into our twist in our high lunge this time. So right elbow is going to come to the outside of our left knee. So lean your torso forward and find your twist. Opening out to the left-hand side this time. Press your hands together. Option to take your gaze up towards the sky. Keep a generous bend in that left knee. Pressing into all four corners of your left foot. Coming back to your breath. Inhale deeply. As we exhale, we're going to unravel and find our warrior two. So when you're ready, pressing into that left foot, we're going to open out warrior two. Keep a generous bend in your left knee here and find that the back foot is in line with the back of the mat. Left toes are facing towards the top. Extend your fingertips out from side to side. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Spread your fingertips, reaching from side to side, finding your center. Shoulders stacked over hips. Nice. On your next inhale, we're going to reverse. Left hand lifts up and back. Big breath in. Exhale. Let's hold for a breath. take your gaze up. Inhale to reach your left fingertips up and back. As we exhale, we're going to head back into our warrior three. So we're going to turn our torso, pivot on the back foot to face the top of the mat when you're ready. Lifting off, warrior three. Reach your fingertips back for those airplane arms. Flex your right toes down towards the earth. Lift that right heel. Warrior three. Gaze straight down on the mat. Draw your shoulder blades down and away from you. Reach your fingertips back. Take a moment here, find your drishti, nice steady breath. Everybody breathe deep. Exhale. One more breath, everyone inhale. Exhale, we're going to come back through to our standing leg raise. So keep your right foot lifted if you can. We're going to come all the way through, catch our right knee, squeeze it in towards our chest. That's a challenging transition. Well done if you managed it without falling. I nearly went. Inhale, squeeze that knee in towards your chest. Exhale, we're going to clasp our knee with our left hand and extend our right all the way to the back for our revolved twist. Option to take your gaze back. Inhale. Exhale. Just take a moment to find stillness here. Find your breath, find your drishti. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Chair pose. Drop your right foot down to meet the left. Drop your heels. Reach your fingertips forward. Send your hips back into your heels. Lift your toes. Exhale, drop your hips. Even lower. Nice. Reaching your fingertips forward. Spread them super wide. Nice, steady breath. One last breath in. Exhale, we're going to step our right foot back. Right foot steps back into our Skandasana. So turning to face the long side of your mat, drop your hips. Skandasana, surfer's lunge, skater's lunge. Take a moment to find your center. Flex your left toes up towards the sky. Fingertips walk forward, find a fold here. Option to bow the head. One last breath in. Exhale, use your hands to come all the way back up, bending into that left knee. We're going to come all the way to the top of the mat, back into our lunge. Plant your right hand, pivot on the back foot. We find our twist. Left hand reaches up towards the sky. Big breath in, reach your fingertips up. Exhale. Let's hold for another breath here. Inhale to reach. Exhale, left hand comes back down to the mat. Let's chaturanga. Step your left foot back, plank pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale, chaturanga. Find your upward facing dog on an inhale. And head into your downward facing dog on an exhale. Very nice. One more big breath in when you're ready. And as you exhale, slowly lower your knees. Let's just take a quick child's pose, shall we? So take your knees wide, big toes to touch, send your hips back, forehead comes down. Child's pose. When you're ready, using your hands to press yourself back up, sweep your knees to one side. We're going to come to have a seat. So swing your legs round, come to a seat. Center yourself on the mat here. Keep your knees bent up, feet flat. Place your fingertips down behind your hips. Fingertips are facing towards your body. Lean back, shoulders are down and away from your ears. Draw your shoulder blades together, lift your chins very slightly. Inhale. As you exhale, lift your shins. Boat pose. Inhale. Exhale, option to release your fingers and reach them towards your ankles. We're going to hold here for 10 seconds. 9, 8, breathing deep. 7, 6, 5, 4, nice. 3, 2, and 1. Release your feet back down to the mat. Coming into an upright seat here, we're going to cross our right ankle across our left thigh. Place your fingertips back down on the mat just behind your hips and inhale to lift up. You should feel a generous stretch all down the left side of your hip. An option to sway your knee gently from side to side. Press your hands into the mat. We're going to lift our hips, reverse table. Keep that cross. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One last time here. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale to squeeze. One last time. Exhale, release and switch sides. Place your right foot down. Left foot crosses over the right knee. Again, just take a moment to sway gently from side to side. Nice little opening. If you want to feel more of a stretch, you can walk your hands further in towards your body, and you can also walk that foot further in. The closer you are towards your shin, the more you'll feel a stretch. If it's too much, you can just find a little bit more space and move away. So just take a moment to find what feels good. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly lift off into our reverse table. So lifting your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, release. Back down. On your next inhale, we'll lift off. Exhale, release. Inhale, one last time, big squeeze. Exhale, release. Squeeze everything in. Exhale, release. Nice. Keep your feet flat on the mat, knees bent up towards the sky. We're going to come to lay on our backs. Take a moment to recenter yourself if you need. Pressing your feet into the earth. Walk them very slightly closer towards your hips so there's not such a big gap. Feet are hip width apart, facing towards the back of the mat here. When you're ready, press your hands, your palms into the mat. We're going to slowly lift our hips, bridge pose. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, bridge pose. Inhale. Exhale, hips lower. Release. Inhale, bridge pose. Exhale. Release. On your next inhale, we're going to lift up. We're going to hold here in our bridge pose. So take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to come up onto the toes of our right foot. So lift your right heel. If that feels good, stay here. If you want to take it further, lift that right foot and extend it all the way up. Straighten your right knee. Flex your right toes. Lift them all the way up towards the sky. Pressing into your left foot. Keep that hip lifted. Squeeze that left glute. Big breath in. Exhale. Slowly release. Right foot comes down to meet the left. We're going to stay in our bridge pose and switch sides. So take a breath in. Exhale, coming onto the left heel. Left heel lifts. If that feels good, stay here. Otherwise, you can extend your left knee. Left sole of your foot reaches up towards the sky. Big breath in. Squeeze that right glute. Really, really squeeze. Press into that right foot. Squeeze everything in and lift. Inhale. Exhale. We hold. Inhale one last time. And as you're ready, slowly release. Come back to your bridge pose. Left foot meets the right. Lift your hips. Squeeze those glutes. Big breath in. And exhale. Slowly release. Hips come all the way back down. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And wrap your forearms around your shins. Slowly roll gently from side to side. Just take a breath here. And as you're ready, we're going to release our left foot back down to the mat. Keep your left knee bent. We're going to do that figure 4 again. Cross your right ankle across your left knee and bring that left knee in towards your chest. Option to rock gently from side to side. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly just allow everything to fall to the left-hand side. So keeping the sole of your right foot down, take your left hand onto your right knee, open your right hand out. Should feel a nice opening in that right hip. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Option to close your eyes. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Release. One more breath on your own. Slowly coming back to center when you're ready, releasing. Your right ankle comes down and we switch sides. Left ankle crosses over the right. Bring that right knee in. And again, just take a moment to sway gently from side to side. Nice massage on the lower back. Nice big breath in. And as you exhale, we go full to the right hand side this time. Take your time, nice and slow. Reach your left hand out. Take your gaze towards your left hand. And let's take 3 breaths on our own here. And as you're ready, coming all the way back through to center, let's find our Shavasana. So extend your legs out long, take your feet wide. Let's take up some space here. Palms face up towards the sky. Just allow your feet to splay out. Corpse pose, Shavasana. Close your eyes if you haven't already. And take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Should feel really good. You guys have done so well today. There were some tricky transitions in there, so well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. Let's take a Shavasana here for 1 minute. I'm going to play some nice music over this Shavasana. I don't usually do music with my meditation, but every now and again I like to throw it in. So just take this time to enjoy the sound, the soothing sounds, focus on your breath. And I shall close with you in 1 minute. Very slowly, as you're ready, you've allowed the benefits of your practice to sink in. Starting to find some gentle movement here, maybe just wiggling your fingers and your toes. Gently coming back. Maybe making the movement slightly bigger, moving your ankles and wrist circles. Maybe bending one knee and then the other. Pulling your knees in towards your chest when you're ready. Keep your eyes closed. And just fall gently to one side, any side, and press yourself up into a seat. Keep your eyes closed if you can. And we will close this practice here with 3 breaths together. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, blow it all the way to the bottom. Seal your lips and inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale. Release. 2 more just like that. Last one. As you exhale, very slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today for this full body power vinyasa flow. I really hope you enjoyed it and it challenged you and it has left you feeling great. As always, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and leave me a little comment. Let me know what you thought of the class today, and I shall see you for next class. As always, have a wonderful day.